All right. GM, everybody. GM, welcome into the space. Appreciate everybody being here. Kenny, Kyle, GM, fellas.
G-Mancer.
G-Mancer, I guess so. Yeah. Kenny, you can't say that because you still have your Creep PFP on. Was hoping you would swap that up for your Mancer.
Not only does he still have his Creeps PFP on, but he has those god-awful eyes pasted on it from a Joe and Dom activation.
Oh, my God. Bro, can you not just go right-click, save your PFP again, and get rid of those fucking eyes?
Bro, I was showing my allegiance to the, what was that called?
To the Overlord. No, I mean, yeah,
but there was that certain chat, that sub community that was made through the creeps.
Hold on. Did they get rid of communities on X? I don't even see it anymore.
I thought they did. I'm pretty sure
they did
so.
Get rid of the thank God. I couldn't even figure out how to leave some of those. I wasn't ever leaving the creeps one, but like some of them you couldn't even figure out how to fucking get out of. So, yeah. Well, Kenny, yeah, at least go put the right fucking eyeballs on that thing if you're gonna wear it. If not, I think you should show off that Mancer, man. It was what, rank 40? What was it? Rank
53.
Wow.
Yeah, that was fun last night, man. Kenny Powers was like, I'm gonna upgrade my fucking Mancer, I think. And dude, we started looking through the snipe wallet or the AMM wallet, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know how that one ended up in there, but somebody fucked up. Somebody should have listed that instead.
Yeah, I mean the floor on the horn hoods is like 1 ETH right now, so I was able to snipe it for slightly over the floor price. I think it was
sharing it live on stream right now. It's holding a cute little mushroom. Yeah.
Why did I have to say it like that?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It kind of looks a little soft, mushroom. But I mean, it is what it is.
Damn.
I do like it though.
Is Among Us.
Yeah. Are these like so is it like are these antlers coming off its head? Is that what that is?
Horns, yeah.
Yeah, antlers.
Yeah, I would say antlers. These aren't horns.
Well,
what do you mean?
You ever seen a longhorn before?
Yeah, it's a long horn, not a jagged fucking looking like a reindeer. Like,
I think technically there is a difference between a horn and an antler, and those are antlers, and they do say they're horns. But hey, look, it's a cool looking NFT. All right, let the boy live.
Yeah, I wrecked them. But anyways, everyone, we are live. Kyle is here with me on X Abstract and YouTube. So make sure you join us wherever you would like to view. We appreciate everyone's support and attendance. If you have any questions, comments, drop them in the bottom right corner. But we do have a lot to get to. Kenny Powers, Bitcoin hit 80K. Really fucking dope. It actually tapped it yesterday as well. But I think it did it right at the end of the stream.
Sorry, I'm on mute.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
No,
I am. No, but not only. I'm pretty sure it tapped 81. If I recall correctly, but yeah, we're seeing a little bit of a slight retrace right here. Now, when I say slight, it literally is a slight retrace. But yeah, it tapped 81.25 is where we got to. Currently slightly red on the day, down 0.32%, sitting at 79.254. ETH slightly red, down 1.63%, back down to 24.72. And Solana, which tapped over 100 for the first time in fucking months, bro. Back down to $98. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Hyperliquid's still sitting at $81. Things are looking pretty good. Obviously, we've had a crazy rally of what I want to say it's been almost 6 days in a row of just up only, in the market. So naturally, there's going to be a little bit of a pullback, but nothing too crazy. Looking at some of the top alt performers as well. Got Venice VVV back up to $18.
Are you still in that trade?
Yes.
Are you really? Wow, you've been holding that for a long time.
Well, I sold at it when it ran up to $19. I sold almost half of my bag, and then it ran all the way back down to $11, but I didn't sell. And now it's back up to 18. So that's been a great trade for me. You got Lighter up 3.85%. It's at $3.54. That one's doing really well on that front. But yeah, couple, you're seeing some alts catching bids, meme coins as well. Things are looking really good over there. So I mean, it's been a fruitful past week. Robinhood's really starting to heat up. I don't know if you've been paying attention to the crowd I'm talking to. Obviously, you guys have.
Yeah. I was about to say, yeah. I mean, I think so.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting runners every day on Robinhood right now. And the great thing is, what I really like about it is like the probability of like, when you're on Pump Fund and you're like trading in the Solana trenches and you see a coin at like 100K, 200K, like the probability of it breaking a mil are pretty slim because usually they're bundled and people just dump their bags right away. No one wants to hold for more than 5 seconds. Over on Robinhood, like you can get into like coins at like sub a mil and they run to 3-4 mil. I mean, you can hit multiple X's on some real low cap plays right now. And it's like, that's how Solana used to be before fucking Pump Fund kind of ruined the trenches. So, I mean, Robinhood, it's just been a lot of fun trading over there. I mean, we've been crushing it, bro. Not gonna lie.
Kenny, why do you think that is? Because Pump Fund came along and just made it so that anybody can launch a coin. I mean, that's really all they did, right? Initially. And it did. It completely changed the culture to being hyper rotational. You can launch a coin on Robinhood though, too. Like, why is the culture seem to feel different on Robinhood?
Well, I think a lot of the Solana people are very loyal to Pump Fund and that chain in particular. So granted, there have been some people that have come over from the Solana trenches into Robinhood, but I don't know. I guess because it's still a new chain, it's only but month and a half old at this point. I think there's still, I think there's ETH people trading on Robinhood right now because it's EVM, and typically ETH people will hold a little bit longer than the Solana, trenchers. But yeah, I mean, I just think it's because it's a new chain and people are still feeling it out. People are giving these coins a chance to run, and we're seeing multiple coins. I mean, like you go look at Robinhood and you look at the amount of coins that are anywhere from 5 mil and up, and it's a large number of tokens right now that are 5 mil and up. Probably about, for considering it's only a month old, how well some of these coins have done. It continues to impress me. And I don't know, it just feels like the culture over there is a little bit different than Solana right now. So it's been good.
Yeah, I agree. It does feel like a different culture. I think it's just a different group of people. I think a lot of people that were kind of allergic to Solana and meme coins that maybe hung in there for NFTs a little bit longer and were reluctant about meme coins. I think a lot of us, I'll include myself on this, saw the Solana meme coin, bull run and kind of see an opportunity on Robinhood to be a part of that. And maybe that group of people is willing to hold a little longer, believe in something a little bit more. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think,
Kyle, are you live on Abstract? I don't think you clicked the button.
The only button I have on my stream is stop stream.
Oh, well, I was told that you weren't live.
I wasn't live at first, but I am now. I was still finishing making my cup. Wait, hold on. I just refreshed the screen and I have start live stream now. Okay. It didn't start it.
All right. Well,
yeah, but back to the point of what I was saying, like just looking, at Robinhood coins, you got Cash Cat sitting at 193 mil, which by the way, tapped 230 mil overnight last night, which is unbelievable. DTF, a coin that's not even 7 hours old, sitting at 6.2 mil. I'm in that one. It's cooking. You got Chump coin sitting at 12.4 mil. You got Good coin sitting at 5.4. You got Pawns, which is about to break 10 cents. It's literally sitting at 0.099, which, that's a 71.1 mil market cap. You got obviously Stonkbrokers, sitting at 25 mil. You have, the list goes on. Pipe Dog sitting at 24.7 mil. You got Juggernaut sitting at 6 mil. Excuse me. The list goes on. Thinking Cat sitting at 20 mil. Like Brody sitting at 3.4 mil. Like there's just a lot of fucking coins that have just sustained, and typically when you're trading a coin on Solana, it has a certain shelf life, and unless it's one of these rare coins that's actually going to prove some staying power, you have like a 24 to 72 hour window to trade.
Look at this last candle on Pawns. It went all the way down to 55 mil and it's wicked all the way up to 71 mil, new all-time high.
Yeah.
It did actually hit 73, but it's fucking ripping.
Right. Index at 16.7 mil, YOLO at 8.4 mil. I mean, the list goes on. you know. And then like it's a different culture right now, and it feels good to be trading over there. I'm specifically, almost exclusively looking at Robinhood coins. I'm not even really fucking with Pump Fund or Solana right now.
Really?
But yeah, it's been fun.
Wow. What about base? You're not messing around on any base coins or
I mean, I've played a couple, but they've all been intraday trades, just like get in on a down wick and then try and swing trade it. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, brothers, there's money to be made everywhere.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, you just got to stay, you got to keep your eyes peeled and,
head on a swivel.
Yeah. Head on a swivel. And fuck, I mean, a lot of these calls are getting dropped in, reality check. So make sure you get your ass in the Discord. What else is going on in the market? Kidding.
Yeah, I mean, outside of that, we're just, like I said, major's a little bit flat as of this morning, but things look pretty good. I know we got some mints coming up. Obviously, how do you say them? The Boikies? Is that right?
Bloiks.
I think
Bloiks. Yeah, that one. I think the pre-sale goes live on the 27th. Is when that's happening, and it's going to be 75% of the collection of the 10K is going to be available for the public raffle. So yeah, 7,500 pieces, 17.5% with the pre-sale, 7.5% is going to the treasury. So yeah, you're basically going to have 24 hours. You're going to bid for however many of these you want. I don't believe there is a max allowment, but there is no allow list. So everyone's going to be able to put in 0.03 ETH per entry. And like I said, you can do as many entries as you want, and you're hoping to get as many out of that as possible. Yeah, it is a pricey mint, 0.03 ETH. But this team, apparently, I mean, everything I'm seeing on the timeline, these guys have been stacking some shit together for quite a bit. There is a article. I would pin it up to the top, but I hate fucking articles, and I'm not going to pin it. I hate having them pinned on the space. But the Mint platform was built by Simple Farmer and King Pickle, and all smart contracts were audited by OX Quit. So they do have some pretty big names that were working on the infrastructure of this. And, they have partnered with quite a few big brands in the space. So, yeah, that one is minting. And then I seen this one right here, this Toadsers. This one was shared in a chat today. I put it in the NFT section in the Reality Check Discord. Right now, OG is minting at $4.93. These are 661 minted so far. So yeah, I don't know. Is it worth it to go grab some? Whitelist starts at 11:25. So in 5 minutes, we're about to have the whitelist, and then Vibe, which is public. That goes up to $14.78 a piece. So it could run. I don't know. There's only 74 of these fucking things listed. I seen some guys talking about it like I said, in one of the chats. And this is the vibe of the artwork. So, I mean, what do you make of that, Kyle?
I hate it. Was there some people love this stuff though. It's like, just retard maxing type art. It's not for me. I don't know why this made me think of Battletoads. Did Battletoads do a Web3 thing already? Because that's like an IP from my childhood that just reminded me of. I think I remember Battletoads doing something a year or two ago.
Yeah, I have the slightest clue. I do not know.
Do you even know what I'm talking about?
I do not know what you're talking about. That's why I said I have the slightest clue.
Well, I mean, I didn't know if you knew what a Battletoad was.
No, but I'm guessing it's toads that are battling.
Yeah, you okay. Pretty much got it there.
Picking up what you're putting down. So yeah. I don't know. I don't recognize very many names in this. So there's $16.06 right now. You fucking do with that what you will. I'm not sure. I've played quite a few of these NFTs on Robinhood. Some I've done well on. Merriman was an absolute fucking cook.
And then it rugged.
Yeah, then they rugged. Sorry to anyone that got rugged, but I called those at $2 in the Discord, and you could have made a pretty decent bag on that. But Kenny, last night we had the reveal of the clay stonks, and they're down 35%.
What time did that happen?
Like 11 o'clock.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is not a great indicator, right? I think the art's cool. I don't like it when there's a time frame given and everybody's sitting around until literally the last second of the time frame. I hated it when the clock in coin did that twice, for that matter. But yeah, I just, man.
I was hoping Bourbon had like a plan to maybe bring these some type of a liquidity moment into these. I DM'd them asking, hey, do you want some help? Have you looked at the Clutch Markets Anvil and possibly bringing them in there?
Oh man, they just went below 0.01.
Yeah, there's a few of them listed there. But I mean, Kenny, what's your take on the art? I know you think the art's pretty good.
I think it's pretty fucking cool. And I mean, there have been some pretty above floor sales, especially on the Pepe one, the frog ones. I've seen some sell for like 0.19. So yeah, I think, look, you're always going to have a post reveal, a little dump. A lot of people weaving. I mean, the mint was what I spent $7 to mint these.
Yeah.
They're sitting at $25 right now. So, I mean, a lot of people were just, who minted were weaving, just taking their profits. But I think it's going to run back up personally. I like the art.
Yeah.
I definitely think it's.
I do like the art. I keep coming back and looking at them. I'm not going to lie. I've opened this collection like 4 times this morning and gone.
Which one of mine, Kyle? Look at the stream. Which one do you think's the best one that I have?
Yo, you got some pigs, and those are pretty rare.
So are you looking?
Yeah, I'm looking.
All right. So we got this guy. You got this guy. World.
I like that. That's cool.
Yeah. Pretty.
That pig with the policeman hat is your dumbest one.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
There's
not bad.
A rare 266 rarity.
To be honest, I know the pigs are rare. I don't like them as much. I think I like the bulls the best. The bears are cool. I like the bulls the best, I think.
Yeah. I survived Bernie Madoff.
It's pretty cool.
There's
nice little stogie.
Yeah. I got a spliff one too, and Dillo's trying to get in my DMs and get that one. Ranked 413. Here, got a big ass spoon. Clay stonks. That one's not bad. There's this one. That's my rarest one. This one's ranked 104.
I don't know if I care about rarity.
Yeah.
You know what, dude? Fuck it. I'm buying one right now.
All right. Hold on. Got this one. The one here's the one that Dillo's trying to get from me. Look at this guy.
Hold on. I'm buying one real quick.
Oh my God. Which one are you buying?
Hold on, I gotta get the fucking transaction through first.
Which one are you buying? I'm gonna go front.
I know you'll snipe me like you sniped Kenny Powers the other day, fucking guy.
Hey, bro, that's what happens.
No, I'm buying. Go look at the transactions. It should have just gone through.
Okay, here I want to show you this one that I got that Dillo wants.
Oh, wow. Hold on, I'm buying this one too.
Oh my God, shit. Bro, see what happens.
Yeah, but dude, this one just materialized and it's a high rarity. I'm buying. Okay, now I have 2 of these.
Oh my God, Kenny. You can't put no ether in this guy's wallet because he just goes and buys more JPEGs.
Well, I'm a maxi now.
Yeah, well, good.
Let's go.
What in the fuck is going on with MetaMask right now?
I don't know. I'm having an issue with MetaMask. Guys, I have a tweet pinned at the top. Very first pinned tweet. I'm pretty sure it's the very first pinned tweet. And I was playing around on TokenWorks, which is wild because we were doing this last night. And then I did it again this morning, and it's giving me a massive warning on MetaMask. And I was like, well, it's probably just like a false whatever. Then I clicked through it, and then it gave me another warning. And it said, do not complete this transaction or you will lose all your NFTs. So I need everyone's help. Please go tag Adam. I already have him tagged in the post. But the post just does not have enough attention. So I don't want to click any fucking buttons and lose anything. So I need this motherfucker to pay attention to his community. Don't want to get rugged. But I also have ETH to claim off the site. So we'll see what's what. Did you look at this NFT? Or are you still over there fucking about?
I don't know what in the fuck is going on. Hold on, I got to move some money around or something.
Oh my God, give us some money, bro. But yeah, Dillo,
I just missed sniping a really
one.
rare one. Somebody got a really rare one that was there for a second and is gone.
Yeah, it's probably a BS listing. But yeah, I don't know. I got to think on this one. With Dillo, the other one, Kenny, that I grabbed a few of are these doll clubs, and they've had a significant dump. I mean, they went from 0.0134 and they're down to, wow, some are getting weefed at 0.0097. So if you're looking to join this, we had a debate about whether or not the artwork of the pre-reveal versus the content that's being shared, like it should be more on brand. And I think the videos are cool. But yeah, we'll see what this does. The only reason I bought them is because they're running around stealing money and jacking money and fucking doing gang shit. So they haven't announced any type of a token or anything yet for this, but I think they will. And I think these are going to run back up. I would say these run up, be guessing. If they announce some type of a token, I think these quickly run up to like 0.03, 0.04 ETH, Kenny. That could be, I could be fucking delusional here. But there's only 222 of these listed right now. So I think it's a buy. I might even buy a few more just because I think it's that good of a buy. But not financial advice there. So, yeah. What other NFTs are you looking at, Kenny, on Robinhood?
Man, I mean, we've seen some action. The Quotrons are now up to 1.45 ETH. Brother, I'm just so pissed because I was looking at these at 150 bucks. I didn't know what they were. I was like, what are these things, man? And I was trying to figure it out. And then just like, blew it off. A few days later, I saw them. They were at like $350, $400 fucking. And they've just gone absolutely parabolic over the past 24 hours, up 227%, up to 1.45. The chart looks great too, up around $4,000. They're just fucking crushing over there. The FW Airs are now up to 3.25 ETH. They were sitting around 2.5 yesterday, but people are bidding. Over the past 24 hours, there's been 134 ETH in volume, and they're up to 3.25. On top of that, you got some other runners on the day. With Outlaws are back up to 0.177, up 51% on the day. Those are cooking. That happened yesterday. The Bandits, which is on Robinhood.
Yeah.
I mean, crazy volume. It minted yesterday in the past 24 hours. Not even since mint. It's done 119 ETH in volume, almost $300,000 in volume. Flora is sitting just under 0.01 ETH at 0.0097, but they do have their game, I believe. The reveal's happening today. I think there's a game. It's like a bandit game where you're like, robbing people and mining shit.
Well, if you are in that, be careful, because from what I seen on the timeline yesterday, people were actually getting airdrop fake coins from that project. And so it could, just don't want people to lose their shit.
Yeah, definitely be careful. But yeah, I'm curious to see how this game's going to look. Go ahead. I read through it. It sounds pretty intricate. There's like different missions you can go on and stuff, but sounds pretty cool. But yeah, other than that, you got a couple runners here and there. Cash Cats ran back up to 0.15. They're currently down 24%, back down to 0.1072. But yeah, the Robinhood machines, those are up 110%, back up to 0.0589. Yeah, there's just been definitely some plays happening.
The thing is like, for me with Stonkbrokers, one of the reasons why I'm just like even more bullish than ever is because all of the imitations and the people trying to recreate Stonkbrokers. And you're seeing that with the Scamtrons. I mean, the Quantrons things. Like when you go, so if you look at the top,
bang, bang.
If you look at the top of my screen, I want anybody that can to go look on my stream right now. I'm going to reload the Stonkbroker website, like I complete hard refresh here. And I want you to see how the comparison is from Stonkbrokers to this Quantron, if I'm fucking even saying that right. So look,
Quotron.
All right, Quotron. As soon as you come in, you get this message. Just look at everything. Look at all this. I'm going to hit yes. I understand and agree. There's my shit. Now I'm going to reload this. Oh, what do we got? Almost fucking identical message. I didn't put it in ChatGPT to see if the verbiage is like dead on.
It probably is similar. It's a similar platform.
Bro,
You got to give people similar warnings. And, Cheese's
now,
imitation
look at the UI,
is the
bro.
highest form of flattery. I mean, instead of calling it a scam, look at it as a compliment to the Stockbroker ecosystem, my friend.
Yeah, I don't know. Fucking, you go have fun with your Scamtron. I hope the team doesn't rug you at some point.
Hey, man, competition is good and healthy, man.
It is, but, fucking... Either way, I'm just telling you.
Scamtron, he said, holy shit.
The website is fucking, I mean, it's just, they can't even give it a fucking dark mode, but either way, what I'm telling you is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So,
yeah, I mean, look, it does have a lot of similarities, but look, people are always going to look for beta plays. There's a lot of people that are priced out of stockbrokers.
Not for long, Kenny. Not for long, because we have interns coming.
Right, for sure. And I'm super excited for that. But again, my point is, when people are priced out of something and then you see something with similar mechanics, let's be real, pretty much copy pasta. But the point is, and then you got guys like G Money who have 100, Seed Phrase has like somewhere between 50 and 100. You go look at the top holders, that's going to make people bullish on it, So that's the whole reason why they're doing well, in my opinion.
Yeah. Kenny Powers, we got a shout out in the audience.
I know.
People are wondering who the fuck smoke detector is beeping. I think it's Kenny Powers.
Here's the thing. On the third floor, I have 3 smoke detectors up there. And I cannot figure out which one it is, bro. I swear I'm a mother.
I get it, bro. Ceiling birds are tougher. Anyway. Yeah, and that's the other thing is she's found the perfect button for this. I literally can't tell anymore when it's you or when it's him.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, either way. Yeah. So, what I can't even remember what the fuck we were talking about. I think it was Scamtron. All right. Hold on before we get to old simple farmer here. We have the Hebo public sale is live. You get a 25% purchase bonus in the first 24 hours. From what I could see, you get all your money back at TGE, which is on the 27th, 2 days. But you need to go do your own research. Check that out. The tweet is pinned up at the top. Like I said, if everybody can go please to that first pinned tweet, tag Adam from TokenWorks, because right now I am getting fucking blocked from doing anything over there with that MetaMask shit. The alpha.
There is a new MetaMask update, right?
Yeah, maybe I'll go check it out.
Yeah, mine keeps telling me that, but I haven't updated it yet.
Okay. I have another tweet pinned at the top from Alpha Centauri Kid. There's apparently he's releasing an NFT. Go check this out. If you're not following him, make sure you give him a follow. The video looks pretty dope. This looks like it could be something to do with the piano. Like I see that skull piano that was made for that one event. So could be something pretty dope there. But anyways, we got a lot of questions asked Simple Farmer. But on top of that, Meebco posted nightshades. Kyle, did you see this?
Nightshades? No, I did not.
You're not clocked in, bro. Look at the top. I have a tweet pinned up there at the top from Meebco.
I'm watching the screen now.
Yeah, it should be the very last thing. But we can get Simple Farmer to kind of talk on this. GM, sir, how we doing?
Hey, GM guys. How you doing? Jesus, Kyle,
fantastic.
Kenneth.
This makes you sound fancy there, Kenny. I like Kenny Powers.
Kenny Powers. Yeah, man.
I mean, that is my legal name, right? It's Kenneth, but people call me Kenny, right?
Is it?
Is it really?
Is it?
Is Kenneth really your legal name?
Kenny Powers isn't even this motherfucker's name.
I know, but
His real name is also Cletus.
yeah.
They actually have the same real name.
Hey, you got to be careful with that, bro. We might have a Cletus coin soon. Yeah, GM. Yeah, we haven't spoken in a while. I've been catching you in and out of different spaces. We've had a lot of intern talk. We've had the Launchpad go live, which by the way looks super good. I love the UI. Had some fun over there yesterday with OneCoin. That fucking thing shot up and then shot back down. But things are looking good, man. You're crushing it.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm looking forward to working with special projects teams that are more established teams. And then I think with that, we'll be able to charge up that ICO booster and move towards, sorry about that. We'll be able to move towards more of these, I think, speculatory events because people will be trying to front run being a token that qualifies for the ICO boost. So the plan is going to according to plan so far. And I appreciate the compliment on the UX work. It was my white whale, that Launchpad, and making it feel and look good. I think it is elite, and now it's my job to bring in the degen.
Yeah.
Honestly, real quick, just the mobile side of it, it's fucking sweet. Initially, I was looking on desktop, but recently I went to the mobile side of it. I think it's even cleaner on the mobile side. You did a really, really good job on the UX UI on that, Some Performer.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm hopeful we can get to the point that we can make it an iOS app and follow the pathway that pumps that out, because obviously I think there's a lot more users there. So had to be able to move in that direction. And yeah, man, to be honest, I was the most stressed for everything about the Launchpad, less on like the contract side, but more on like the user experience side. And I was actually really afraid the whole coming week. I'm like, man, how is my backend going to react to 10,000, 50,000 people deploying at once? Because I'm not a front end developer. I'm good at like smart contracts and experiments and creative, financial technologies. So I have to get better at this other side. And so that was my only hesitation, was that, man, if 100,000 people come and start deploying tokens at the same time, I can't let my website crash. So personally, I prefer the slow cook. It gives me a much more time to move with the punches this way, instead of getting a flurry of them coming in at the same second.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, look, if you ever need a beta tester on anything that you're building, I'll be happy to check it out for you, brother.
Yeah, I have this Explorer, so you can hit my DMs and I'll give you the password, because it's pretty sweet. The Explorer is pretty sick. I think you guys are really gonna like it. I think it's gonna be people's go-to for Robinhood chain tokens.
That's awesome. That's the one you posted about yesterday, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Couldn't decide between broker tools or StonkScan, but or
StonkScan has a good ring to it. I like that.
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah. Because here's the problem: you have so many of these brands coming out, and we were just talking about one. You have so many of these brands coming out, and they're putting broker in their naming. You know what I mean? So.
Oh,
yeah,
that is cute.
Look,
that is pretty fucking adorable.
Yeah, that's why I was like, he's just talking. He got sad because the bus drove away. He thought we were going on the bus and it drove away, so he was disappointed. But
yeah, I have it. I have it, but I didn't want to share it on screen.
Yeah, you have the password?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. If you can share it on screen and open up maybe the page for like Cash Cat. It's gonna load a little slowly right now, so this is not the final product, but you'll get to see some of the things that you'll be able to understand about a token just from like its page on broker tools.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Would that be under ecosystem? Where would it? I'm under analytics right now. Oh, there's Cash Cat right there. All right, now it's loading up the token stuff. Yeah, I heard you talking in one space where you said that there's going to be a UX UI update for the actual Stonkbrokers website where you'll be able to. Did you say we'll be able to switch from like this original design to a more sleek design, or maybe I misheard you?
Yeah, exactly. So the team that helped me with the Launchpad towards the end is going to be helping me out for that, and then we're going to have like a 1991 versus 2026 layout that you'll be able to choose between for the Stonkbrokers website. That's made possible because of the success we've had so far, so we have some resources to work with.
Nice. Yeah, I'm still getting this thing to load up. Yeah. Now, mind you guys, if anybody is watching this on stream, this is like super early beta. Probably should have loaded by now, right? I didn't even refresh the
Yeah, at this point, I'm just assuming you forgot to pay your internet bill.
No, bro. I was sitting here in that space earlier today, and the whole entire everything, all the power went out, everything shut down. I was like, "What the fuck?"
No, just give it time, because what I'm doing right now is I'm indexing the whole Robinhood blockchain.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm on the. I loaded it back up, so we'll see what happens here. So while this loads up, I wanted to ask you about the interns, because people had a lot of questions on that. I know Kenny and Kyle both did. Guys, I don't know if y'all want to address any questions on the interns that you had.
Had more questions on the interns. I was going to go through some of the other special projects and where Simple Farmer feels like that all stands. But like, go ahead, Kenny, if you got any intern questions.
Yeah, no, like my one question that I was just trying to understand was like, so for example, say, I get an intern, and then, it's obviously tied to a particular activated stockbroker. My wonder was, what happens if that stockbroker is no longer active? How does that work for the intern? Like, as far as like distribution of the 5% or whatever it is, like how would that work out?
Yeah, good question. So the interns will have a base layer of their earnings, just like stockbrokers, that's derived from percentage of royalties as well as AMM fees. The interns AMM, though, won't be at a set fixed rate. It'll be a permissionless AMM where you can provide either stockbroker tokens or NFTs to market make on that pool and earn fees. A portion of those fees will go to get the intern some stable, minimum wage, essentially. The rest of their wages come from those stockbrokers being activated, of course. And so that'll be reflected in the metadata. And yes, if your stockbroker owner sells his stockbroker, your intern also has his wages garnished and essentially becomes an unemployed intern too. There is that risk factor to the asset. You do still get other rewards, but that's the key point, because what I'm trying to encourage here is communication between the main broker and his interns. I want them to establish a relationship and work together to actually market the products we have coming through, because that's the whole point of the activation.
That is so interesting.
Love that. That is fucking cool. I mean, and in all honesty, I mean, it seems, chances of there being an activated stockbroker that is no longer activated, it's pretty slim. I mean, let's just be real about it. I mean, the community of stockbroker holders right now are just so diehard. I fucking love it, man. So yeah, I mean, these are going to be rare situations where this could potentially come up. But for the most part, that's cool that there's a different layer of liquidity that comes to them outside of just the activated stockbroker as well. So,
from what it sounds like, they get a minimum wage, no matter if it's activated or not. But then if they are activated and tied to that active stockbroker, then they are also going to get a boost. Now, does that boost, is the boost the 1 to 5% that I, as a stockbroker holder, determine upon mint?
Yeah, exactly. So, say yours is an analyst level broker, and you want to delegate out 5%, that'll be reflected in that intern's metadata. And as long as you hold it and that your broker is active, that intern's metadata will show that, for example, like on OpenSea as a trade too. And then then at that point you can list it for sale. Maybe this is a thing where we see like a lot of private OTC sales too between people who've already established relationships. I think that's something we'll see a lot of.
Okay.
Maybe people giving them to their kids, for example, who are like of age to get into crypto. I think that's another great example, because then their kids can start working on their 401k as well, even if that's, a couple bucks a day, even $5 a day matters long term.
Yeah.
We're talking about, 18 years down the line.
Yeah. So here's it's like a 2-part question. If I decide to keep my interns, and obviously I don't know that I would get a boost, because I'm still collecting off of what it's getting, but I still get that minimum wage boost, I guess, if I just keep mine, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. And then the second part of the question was, I can't fucking remember. Son of a bitch.
Sir.
It just, no, I seen the slop daddy come in, and I got his hood just took me back.
That's my new daddy.
It took my breath away.
Hey, bro, you can only sit in one lap at a time. All right, bitch?
Hey, I'm
You
a big boy, bro. I can sit in
stay
2
comfy
laps.
over there with Simple Farmer.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Kenny Powers, your daddy is here, and you're not repping the PFP you just bought. So GG's, bro. God damn it. Trying to remember okay. So there's the only people that are eligible to mint the interns are activated brokers. As of right now, there's 1,831 activated brokers. I do anticipate that number going up. But you said something about the interns having you said some level. I can't remember what you just called it. Are we going to be able to raise the level just as we did different activation levels of our interns as well to increase his base pay?
Yeah, you'll be able to increase it, but you won't be able to decrease it essentially.
Okay. So how many are we going to have, like 4 or 5 levels with these as well?
Yeah, exactly. So you can set it as 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5% would be the highest.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, is that going to be something automatic, or do we have to pay with that in STONKBROKER tokens to raise it up?
We'll see. I mean, there might be a small ETH fee. I'll see exactly with those final tokenomics in the end, but it won't be anything that'll break the bank.
Okay.
Nothing more than
a crypto
for activating both in. No, not for activating 2 interns. Nothing more than a meal at Chick-fil-A.
Well, it depends on what part of the world you
Simple
live in.
Farmer. Let me ask you a question. So then, let's say the interns are out. I go and I snipe a stockbroker out of the Anvil AMM. Then I will be able to at that point also activate. So or is it just a one-time thing? Like, for example, if I were to go snipe one, would I then be able to activate 2 interns underneath my stockbroker? So like this will be like kind of an ongoing kind of mint type situation for that, or how's that going to work out?
Right, and a certain portion of the interns will get activated, but then a certain amount of them will get locked as well because of the number of brokers essentially in the AMM too. So I do think, it'll take a long time for all of them to mint out, but that's the point as well. And we'll make sure and have data so when you're buying a broker, if it's a broker that's already had interns created from it or not.
You know what I like about this is that, because I always hear people make the argument of, why should I invest in anything with stockbrokers? Because, there's nothing for me from the token side. Like, I don't get anything. It's not like index, so I'm holding the token and I don't, with index, you get rewards back depending on certain metrics. With stockbroker token holders, you don't. You get to ride the highs, and hopefully you're selling them. But this kind of gives another barrier of entry for those people that want to participate that can't quite get in, because until we see the pricing of like how the market determines this, I mean, it could be a 10-to-1 ratio. It could be 5-to-1. I mean, we really don't know. But I heard you say something about like some type of dynamic pricing.
Yeah, exactly. So this will be a permissionless AMM. So with the stockbrokers, it's always 666,000 stockbroker to get one stockbroker out. With the interns, the market will set that itself. And so it's going to be a 2-sided pool where you can provide either brokers or tokens or both. And you'll earn fees every time people are trading in that AMM. So that'll be something where people with the token can start to participate and earn some yield. But it'll also be something where, that protocol itself is generating yield for the interns. So in just a different way.
Yeah. All right. Well, good. So we got more clarity there on those. Let me check the Discord, make sure nobody.
By the way, you mentioned the AMM. I finally got to mess around with that some. I was, shopping for answers, and I was like, man, I had some offers in on a couple that I really liked, and then I woke up the next day and a couple cats swept up all the ones that I liked, and then I thought, man, I can get into this big wallet somehow. So I went in and started looking around, and I ended up, I specifically wanted this cosmic face trait. It was like it's my favorite trait in the collection. So I went in and I filtered by this, and I got to snipe this one, which was so cool. And then last night we found Kenny Powers, like the highest ranked one in the wallet, because he liked the flame eyes. So we did the same thing, and there's rank 53 sitting there in the wallet. And I'm like, dude, how cool is this AMM and the snipe thing? The fact that you can pay an extra fee. I don't know if enough people really have looked at the Anvil AMM system enough yet, because as much as I've talked to you, it was the first time I really went in there and messed around. It's so cool.
Yeah, and it's those functionalities that gives us a great basis for special projects partners coming through, and that we can be confident in offering them this early stage infrastructure that as their token grows, it always has, or their NFT grows, it always has this really interesting value component that is really good for a new community member onboarding process, like you just talked about. And I mean, look, the Meebits collaborations is going to be an Anvil collection as well. So that's going to be one that's going to be really interesting. It does nothing like anything that we've seen before in crypto, and it's derived from something that I was working on before, actually.
Yeah, I saw the tweet this morning. Got pretty excited about it. I mean, the video that Sergita put out is pretty fucking cool. Is there any information you can give on that, or is that where that'll just come in due time?
No, for sure. I'd be glad to give some. So this is essentially going to be the final product of what was supposed to be the Civilizations protocol by Clutch Markets. And essentially, this protocol is going to be developed together with Meebco Labs. We already have most of the backend ready, but then the IP and the wrapper around how this looks is going to be this Meebco Nightshades product, essentially this NFT, making it an Anvil AMM NFT. And so if you guys remember with the Civilizations protocol, the concept was the 4 cities, 4 factions or tribes that essentially have their own token. Those tokens trade freely for like a period of 24 hours. And after every 24 hours, VRNG pauses the contracts on the token trading. And then based on damages done to those cities, like an earthquake, pulls liquidity from 3 tokens and uses that liquidity to buy the 1 remaining token. And then that cycle continues every 24 hours. And you'll be able to see that visually on the map with these Nightshade characters.
Bro, this so reminds me of it. You remember the one that was the global
I know what
war?
you're talking about.
Yeah,
where the countries.
Yeah, the countries, and one country would get nuked, and then but that one, the coins would just like the country would just go to shit.
I think the country that nuked the other one got the LP or something. Yeah, I don't remember how that worked.
I think it was Cuba.
Yeah,
that comes to mind. But.
Yeah, it was something like that. So when I was doing a little bit on this Simple Farmer, when I was looking at some of your older posts, it said, yeah, choose one to 4 city tokens, clean ERC20s, build in your city, land, huts, hotels, airports. I don't know if these things are still going to be part of that. The tokens trade freely on dexes. The twist, the random VRNG, the earthquakes every 24, 72 hours, pulls from the 4 cities, LP, and the surviving one gets it all on the back end. But then the damaged cities rebuild during those next, in between the calm, they rebuild the lower market caps, and it's kind of like a constant thing. It's like, okay, my city got destroyed. Now I need to rebuild it back up. And then I guess, do you get like rewards based on how strong your area is or your city? Is that how it kind of plays, or is there different mechanics?
Yeah, look, so there's no rewards or fees in crypto that can be generated from nothing. I mean, people do it, but it leads to perpetual inflation essentially on tokens. Everything in this protocol is derived from LP fees, and token trading. What you'll see on the front end is essentially the wrapper for this process. And then the additional cool component is that every one of these 4 tokens is its own Anvil AMM. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
The NFTs represent the token too.
Yeah. No, that is so cool. So there's going to be 4 tokens, 4 sets of NFTs. I'm imagining this can't be this is a large scale ecosystem. We don't know the collection size. I'm basing it off of all the other ones. It could be, 3333 or 4444. Obviously you want it as big as possible, but not too big to where as many people can participate in each one. And I guess having a little bit of something in each city could be the play. I mean, there's going to be a lot of strategy on this, and seeing how people play it. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. And, the mint is reserved for holders of Meebits and stockbrokers, and the rest of the people will have to join via the token. And all of those tokens will be smart launches through the stockbrokers Launchpad. So
okay.
more goodies for everybody.
Yeah. And this is something I want to take back to a post that you said 6 hours ago. take liquidity out of the hands of scammers and into the hands of builders and communities that lift them up. With the data from Ticker Wall launch, we saw what happens when liquidity is taken away from snipers and circulated back into the community. That's why all future special project partners will be required to use our 99% tax DK model. And that's really important for ecosystem growth, right?
Yeah, of course. And look, we tried it one way. We saw what happens when you try it
It's a
another way.
fucking shit show, yeah.
Right. So that's why this is obviously the best way to do this. And look, I mean, you guys know that the slabs you've been getting rained to you, a lot of them were derived from the snipe tax that Point was able to earn during his launch. He was able to create this marketing campaign because of the way that he launched his token.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I saw the tweet from Clutch this morning. Stonkbrokers just surpassed $1.57 million in total marketing reward distributions, with 29,500 unique holders, 1,046 meme stocks launched via the Stonk launcher, and 1,600 ETH in pre-bonding volume, 19.2% of the total supply of Stonkbrokers burned, and over $1 million in Stonk token rewards on Robinhood in less than 35 days. I mean, did you imagine it was going to be going this well so quickly, in all honesty?
Look, I think we're very far ahead of the 8 ball, which is good. The thing is, crypto people are really terrible at zooming out, and CT is mostly filled with people who want to snipe tokens and scam people. So they're eager to find a reason to be able to, bash anything related to stockbrokers. I think that's the most difficult thing, but I actually don't think it matters long term. I think KOLs as a breed is something that's going to go extinct once AIs and agents are doing the majority of the trading on chain.
Well, you know what's funny though here is that most of these people are pissed off or mad or angry because it's a few things. One, they missed stockbrokers completely. Two, they were too high on their horse to respond to a DM that you may have even sent them to introduce them to the ecosystem. And then three, seeing their friends win and them not. But the funny thing is they'll shit talk, but then they'll quickly go out and pump the next deriv of stockbrokers because they have so much cope and FOMO that they're trying to catch the next thing. And I mean, you can have as many imitations as possible. Yes, there'll be some that run, but in my mind, none of them it's not gonna pale in comparison. Kenny, I want to ask you a question. How many airdrops do you think I've received distributions from clock-ins from the community in those 35 days being active?
Oh, I can't even imagine. I mean, a lot.
I mean, it's every time someone clicks the clock-in button, right?
Yeah. I mean, every time there's a distribution, yeah.
It's got to be tens of thousands, if not more.
Yeah. 10,632 airdrops received today, which shows that the clock-in method works. Every time I see it, I have sat here on stream actively clocking in. Like right now, look, the bar is like so close to 0.01 ETH. And then, boom, I'll fucking sit there and click until my shift is complete, unless I get a machine jam, which kind of pisses me off. But
boy, you don't even know nothing about a machine jam.
I know. See, you would have been great.
A hole is a hole.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So tomorrow, Sergito and you are going to be having a space, right, to talk about nightshades?
Yeah. And I'll reserve the rest of the conversation around that for that, because I think what's brilliant is that with Clutch, we're like really good at weird, interesting technologies. And then, Meebits and as well as the other blue chip NFTs teams that we want to work with are really good at IP. And so when we combine forces, I think it's going to be epic. I'm really excited and looking forward to having special project launches that are smart launches through our anti-snipe method and seeing the effectiveness of all these toolings together when it's two like bona fide teams, or like the Shaq and the Kobe type of situation. We're effectively, that team is pulling a lot of weight too, and that matters. So I'm super excited to see just all that infrastructure and how it works together. In the meantime, all we have to do is play the long game. The more tokens launch, the more special projects launch, the more Anvil NFT communities get activated. It all flows towards the Stonk Rooster and flows towards building the swarm. So I'm feeling really good about just being patient with things and now executing everything at a high level in the background.
Yeah, and that's kind of like the longer play. And I've seen you talk to some holders and say, hey, if you can't get sleep, like de-risk a little bit, like play the long game, because we're so early. Would you still consider uh Stonkbroker's entire ecosystem and clutch markets like still in phase one?
Oh, for sure. I mean, look for all the special projects, especially. So I've been talking to them a lot this week, and so all of the teams are doing such interesting things. Manser, preparing, and I don't know how much Michael wants me to talk about this or not, but I'm just going to say it anyway. He's really focused on getting the APIs for Manser integrated into other trading platforms that can use the DCA. So, for example, say you want to DCA on a token through OpenSea, you'd actually be routing through the Manser API. Like, that's genius. That's the way you build infrastructure. That's how you get fees. And then you spread that. You keep that moving around. Maybe one day that a Phantom or a MetaMask integrates that DCA feature from Manser. How cool would that be? And then on the Yard side, literally talking to Chainlink this morning in a meeting. Chainlink super excited about helping co-market Yard's next launch, which is permissionless cross-chain tokens. So they're going to give anybody the ability who's on ETH, who's on Arbitrum, who's on Solana, to create a bridged version of their token on Robinhood so that they can pair their tokens with stock tokens and make them meme stocks.
Wow.
And they'll be owning that bridge and they'll be earning fees from that. Chainlink loves it. They're excited about it. It's a great development. This is why it's phase one, right? These things aren't live yet. These guys are still building. Cardwall, we started actively getting into conversations with teams. He's building inventory for the main gacha, but he's also thinking about the in real life Cardwall machines that you'll see in a mall in your city. This brand that you'll be seeing as visible actual gacha machines for trading cards around everywhere. We have investors now. We have people who are interested in our eco who want to get in on these type of businesses. And so it's going to happen. I'm going to invest a lot in that. I'm going to put 6 figures into putting some in real life machines with Cardwall IP out there and hopefully earn some revenue. And so how much does that also benefit their online gacha as well? Think about that. And if they're an iOS app. So all of these teams are making these big moves. We're doing the same thing in the background for stockbrokers products. The timeline main focus this week, that my thing is going to be like a blockchain explorer, which is maybe not the sexiest development, but I think it's like one of the most important ones. It's like good data for everybody to use to trade on Robinhood chain. And I actually think it's something that, that people will respect as they're able to use it a lot. In the meantime, it's not as sexy or exciting as, hey, another meme coin airdrop or something like that. In the background, we're all doing high level things. So definitely still in phase one because none of these things are live yet.
Yeah.
Well, and I keep telling these guys, I hang out in some other spaces, and sometimes I don't need to name an individual, but there's a certain washed Web3 gaming influencer, Jonah, who likes to talk a lot of shit. And I had to explain to him just yesterday that, like, dude, unfortunately, everybody aped all of these launches like they were meme coins, and people just don't understand that it's a longer term play than that. And quite frankly, I'm grateful because people are still hyper rotational from the Solana meme coin season, and that allows a cat like me who's often busy or misses the launch or whatever, or the bots get it or whatever. They all leave, and then that gives me a god tier entry for a play that I actually have conviction in. So hey, man, good on them.
Yeah, and in all honesty, I mean, just it feels like it's the perfect fit for Robinhood Chain. I mean, look, Robinhood Chain is still less than 2 months old, and just like looking at some of the metrics on Robinhood Chain, over a billion, well over a billion LTVL, tens of millions, even multi-billion in volume on week to week, and it continues to grow. And just that Robinhood funnel, I saw the video you put out, Simple Farmer, of how easy it was for you to just hop on the Robinhood chain and buy Stonkbroker. It was like literally a click of a couple buttons, right? So that funnel from taking these retail TradFi users and bringing them on chain, I just think the potential on Robinhood, and you guys being one of the top projects, if not the top project on Robinhood right now, just bodes really well for the future for you guys.
Yeah, thanks. And the nice thing is that the early buildup has been really good, and we have great liquidity. I mean, Stonkbroker is more liquid than a token that has 2-3x its market cap, which is a big deal because we want infrastructure partners to also pair bond with our LP. And so how can we have them pair bond with us if we don't even have, $2 million worth of ETH supporting the token itself? So far, infrastructure side, development side, it's been A+. execution has been A+2 from the top special projects teams. And then I think it's just about like, okay, learn what worked, learn what didn't work, and stick to the things that work really well, and then just iterate, repeat, rinse and repeat, grow. And I'm really excited. I feel really good about the direction we're moving and the future for stockbrokers especially. I've been sleeping very well.
By the way, I should say I suspect Jonah has a bag of a lot of this stuff. He's a smart guy. I think he just likes being a Web3 heel, to be honest. Anyway.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm sharing the tweet this morning that Clutch Markets shared, the Robinhood Ecosystems TVL review. And I mean, bro, you have Stonkbroker there, you have Up there. I think it's a matter of time before we have other special projects listed on here as well. And potentially where we're, you know, projects coming out of the anvil and just the entire ecosystem, you know, could be like some of the, you know, the top 10 projects on Robinhood. You know, this new thing with Meebco sounds like it's gonna be a lot of fucking fun. Now, are we gonna find out tomorrow, like collection size, how long this is gonna be until it's live? How many NFTs or how many spots are allocated per stonkbroker, anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to let Sergito lead comms on that because that part is their side. We just came into agreement that it has to be, you know, essentially beneficial for both brokers and you know their side, and it has to go through our fair launch processes, which are beneficial for everybody. So I'll let him lead comms on that and give details when he's ready. But it's gonna go live in September, and it's already almost September, so soon.
Nice. What about well, since you're here and you lead comms in this, interns? When can we see interns?
Yeah, September as well. I'm aiming for interns. Some people are like, isn't intern something better to launch when the floor price is higher? Like, guys, you can't make decisions based on where the floor price is. That's not how you build. You know, it's like I'm going to stop shooting threes because I missed maybe two. Why? If I know I'm a good shooter, I'm just going to keep putting up shots, you know. Is that basketball reference? Did I miss anybody there?
No, you didn't miss shit. What do I say all the time, Kyle? If you have dope shit, drop it. Let the market determine what it needs. What's the value? But if you're a builder and you think it's good for the community and good for the brand, drop it. Like full send the shit. Like why sit on something for months and months and months to just, you know, not let it be a part of the flywheel?
Sometimes, sorry, go ahead, Simple Farmer.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, sometimes I think it does, depending on what the thing that you're launching is, it does, some things require some market momentum or some, you know, mind share on your part. But I mean, I think Simple Farmer has quite enough mind share to do whatever the hell he wants right now. And I don't disagree. I mean, look, to be honest, I'm hoping for the interns, you know, sooner rather than later. I don't want the floor price to be super high. I want entry. I believe in this shit. I want to get one as cheap as I can and ride it to Valhalla or whatever. So, you know.
Yeah. My thing is, if your founder is saying, oh, we got this coming and this coming and this coming, it's been 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. It's like, no, they didn't have shit coming. They had an idea, but that's it. And you can't take an idea to a bank because they're just going to walk you right out the door. Go ahead, Simple Farmer.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you know, what makes the whole thing exciting is that stockbrokers was an experiment and people like that and people resonate with the experimental process. So anything that's leaning into experimental process, like interns, like the collaboration with Meebco, is creating more of these exciting unicorn events where we don't know the outcome, right? It could be the next 10,000x or it could be a 2x or a 4x. We don't know. But I think that's part of the excitement, is that it's like something being done on chain that hasn't been done before. And the interns is an example of that. The core principle of how these things will trade based on, you know, the potential that the broker could fire himself, right? The firm goes down and the broker sells. That is an experimental thing. It's about trying to foster these human relationships. My thought always was like, I really wish with like BAYC or even with CryptoPunks and CryptoPunks if you want to a lesser extent, and with Pudgies and little Pudgies, like there's like that little bit of a bond, right? When the person who owns the BAYC connected to that MAYC, it's like, hey, you have mine, right? Or I have yours. Well, what if there's a full financial alignment in that too? And then potentially those people actually work together on expanding the eco.
Now, let me ask you a question. Are these going to look like stockbrokers, or is the IP just going to be something totally different? I'm curious about that.
Yeah, they look a little bit. they look a little bit like a skinnier teenage version of stockbrokers. They have fully unique traits. I'm gonna send one to Jesus and he can tease it for you guys.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm excited.
Yeah, and so these are just 2 of the test ones, but you'll see essentially that they have their own unique traits and styles, but they look like a skinnier version. But I still think it's like a very respectable NFT where people will know like, hey, that's an intern, but that's a broker. And I like that. I want these people who are
these are gonna
being interns to feel
slap.
good.
Bro, you better. Can this guy put this on screen or not, Simple Farmer?
Oh my god.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I can. Hold on. I'm
let's
trying
see
to
it, bro. Let's
hold
see
on.
it.
I'm trying to get
Fucking
it.
share the screen.
Hold on, bro.
Jeez.
This is the first time Kenny opened up his laptop to look at the stream in fucking a year.
No, that's facts, bro. I haven't looked at the stream in months.
Oh my god. Hold on. Well, I'm trying to I gotta do something real quick. Because otherwise I'm just gonna have all my
You need to
DMs.
stop fucking playing with my emotions,
I'm
brother.
not
Get
playing-
this fucking shit on
I'm
screen.
not playing around with nothing here. See, there we go. Look at that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's gonna slap. So
Yeah.
that's one
It's
of
like a
them.
perfect mini stockbroker. That's
Yeah.
fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, there's one that is super cool. And
It's
then
it's clearly stockbroker art, right? And
Yeah.
it just looks like he's not quite eaten as well.
yeah. And here's the other guy right here. So
bro's living on ramen until he makes it in the big city.
yeah, I like it. Does this one have a nose ring? Or is that just something that's just not finalized art?
Oh yeah, piercings are traits.
Really?
Yeah, man, you're hiring millennials. You know, these kids are a little edgy, a little different.
I
you
know. I wonder if any of them are gonna have like nip rings and stuff. Have like a little bulge in their shirt.
Some of the ladies
know.
are going to have a little bulge in their pants in the big 2-6.
Whoa! Come on, bro.
Sorry.
Come on. Equal opportunists on the trading floor. So
You said bulge. I couldn't help it.
yeah, this one, this is pretty dope, man. I like it. Come get your fucking interns. This is good, man. Wow. Yeah. I'm ready for that, bro. Between the interns and now, we also have the Nightshade. And then what about Good Vibes Club and Normies?
Yeah, we're going to let the teams first lead with those comms, and then I'm going to continue to expand on it. And then similar to how you've seen now with the going in depth on what we're doing with Meep Code, we'll do that same process. And I just think all of these are going to be really high quality. Like these are going to be all A+ events. And that makes me excited because I know about the quality of these people that I'm working with, just like I knew about the quality with, Slopfather and Mansers, just like I knew about the quality with Point and Wall and Geronimo with Yard. I think when you know who you're working with, when you got that teammate that you know is just a killer and a great executor as well, and then that's like a whole team with a whole IP, it's just so much easier to get this work done and actually have really impressive results. And that's being paired with cool technology. It's just all what Web3 is all about.
Yeah. Can you give us a hint on some other brands that you might be working with?
There's one that I would love to tell you guys because it's my favorite one, and there hasn't been anything on the timeline about that yet.
Ooh.
But I think what they're doing is going to be super cool and elite. It's more. Yeah, I can't give it away.
Hold on. What they're doing? So they're already doing something. Oh,
Everything will make sense as it comes through. You'll be like, okay, this all aligns with this whole stock. What you'll see with all this is the growth of the stockbrokers eco in a way that's really beneficial for everybody. Both these communities that are working with us and the communities that are, already in with us, essentially. They're all supposed to be synergistic. It's not supposed to make anybody feel left out. It's not supposed to make anybody not feel like they're getting a piece of the action somewhere. And that's why these LP pairings with the stockbroker token are so important too for all these products.
Man, I'm telling you, Kenny, what did I tell you almost a month ago about stockbrokers? And you fucking fought me tooth and nail. What did I tell you, Kenny?
About what?
Stockbrokers. What did I tell you?
Oh, that they were going to fucking cook?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're cooking.
They're fucking cooking. This guy's cooking. Were you a chef, Simple Farmer?
No, I was a referee.
Oh. What was the name of the team that you would referee? What was your favorite team name?
Oh, I don't know. I was referring like adult men's league.
He's literally supposed to be impartial as a referee. Jesus.
I know. You have a Simple Farmer. Do you have a dog?
I had a black lab for a long time. Passed away about 2 years ago.
Oh, poor dog. What was the dog's name?
Oh, you better stop, Cheese. You better fucking stop right now.
Okay, yeah, I just figured it out.
Oh my God, we almost had him. Oh, poor dog had to pass away. Damn, man.
Yo, real
Terrible.
quick, shout out. I see Point in the crowd. Point, dude. The card wall, the kiln opened yesterday. 5 fresh slabs. There was a Mega Charizard in there. Shit sold out super quick. 5.8 million wall incinerated through the kiln. 41 tournament qualifier registrations. 12 slabs on the wall. The card wall just continues to cook, man, and it is raining slabs to any activated holders over there. So I just wanted to shout him out real quick.
Yeah, bro, I'm gonna have to sell mine and get another one, I guess, or maybe add on top of this one, because the one I have is such the weight on it is so horrible. Like,
there's some good deals out there right now, man. There's
I know.
3-star and 3 and 4 tier ones that are really underpriced. I don't think people realize how big this is going to get. So yeah, it's a good time to do some shopping.
Let's calm down. Some of us aren't in yet.
Well,
Everybody calm down with the alpha.
You better tighten up. Point, what's up, bro? How you doing?
Yo, what's going on? Getting all fired up listening to you guys talk, but no, I appreciate you. Tournament should cook. Honestly, I finally merged that into the ecosystem. Got some really good players there, and really excited about the mechanics that have been built into all these pieces. So Kiln fires up. That's feeding off of the Rain Vault. The Rain Vault is continuing to sprinkle slabs all over the place. As the different business units start cooking, it's going to rain harder. I want to get it to monsoon level. Something to look forward to. Was talking to Simple Farmer this morning. I'm excited about the next chapter here. A lot closer than I originally anticipated, which is super awesome. Tournaments are going to be awesome. Memberships, people who don't play can use their NFTs to sort of delegate their spots to actual tournament players. Wall is tied into everything. The burn feature, things are going to continue to burn. Web 2 is going to have a really frictionless experience getting into the tournament. They're not even going to know they have a wallet. They're not even going to know it's an NFT. Similar to how you build out something, you don't tell them what sort of database you're using. It's going to be the proper hook for them to, explore more and see like, oh, I got all this wall token, in-game currency. Oh, it's not in-game currency. What is it? So I'm really excited about the tournaments. We've got how many? 41. I think it's got to be more than that. We got to be up to like 50 something, 60 across the 3 time zone regions. And we got some people double dipping in different tournaments. They want to play, across the globe. It's going to be really good, guys.
So let's fucking go. So when do you think you're going to start firing off these tournaments? Are these on the near horizon, or is it going to be a minute?
Well, I launched signups for the tournament's going to be, there's going to be 3 of them going on Friday. So we got the Americas, we've got EMEA, so that's Europe and Africa time zone, and then you've got Asia Pacific. And so there's going to be 3 of them going off on Friday. They're going to be duking it out for actual memberships and wall token. So those are free qualifiers to get in. So one of the catchphrases of the wall, the ecosystem is, if you can't buy your way in, you can play your way in. Right. So the most skilled are going to get NFTs or memberships that are going to give them access to the full blown ecosystem. People who top in the tournament, top 6, top 8, top 12, whatever, we end up drawing the line at, depending on how many participants we have, they're going to get actual wall token in their wallets. If they're Web 2 folks, they can sign up with an email address. They don't need to worry about a hot wallet and MetaMask and, Phantom or whatever have you, the confusing Web 3 isms. Just give me your email address. I'm going to actually spin up a wallet under the hood for them. So it's going to show up as sort of this in-game ecosystem currency. Then they're going to start asking questions. How do I cash out? How do I get these slabs? What are these? And that's going to, roll into something exciting. So Friday, we got the 3 jurisdictions firing off on Friday and everyone's all amped up in the chat.
Let's fucking go, bro. This is going to be sick. I'm excited. Are we going to be able to stream these, or how are we going to be able to keep up with the tournaments? Have you thought about that at all, Point?
So they're going to be 50-minute rounds. You're going to see a live bracket update. We're going to go with Swiss style tournament. We can, the alternate is single elimination bracket style. You can see the brackets updating. You can see the games unfolding. So when it comes to streaming, it is being built out. So in the Discord, what we're going to do is have a featured match. So you can pop into the Discord, feature that. Right now, my Discord dev, Chrono, he's actually working on a way that we can just restream the share, just because we don't want any screen peeking. When we get into the higher competition levels and when the stakes are higher, the prizes are higher, you can very easily just peek at somebody else's screen share, be on the phone with somebody who's playing, especially because we're doing this remote. You're not in front of each other and, give someone a knuckle sandwich if they're playing foul. We got to play around that. So, there are ways that we can apply a delay or a lag, but that is 100% going to be part of the experience because, we talk about onboard to Web3, we talk about onboard to this, the card wall is a little bit partial to the competitive scene and onboarding people to playing the game, understanding the game, something that you can do with your children, your family, maybe pop into your local card shop. Small business is always on the forefront. Exposing people to as many facets of TCG is where the ethos is.
Let's fucking go, man. I'm so pumped. And then one last question. I know there is an art reveal coming at some point for the NFTs. Am I correct on that?
Yes. So your coins are going to, should I say? Yeah, I guess so, right? I don't like teasing. They're going to sort of evolve, right? So each of the coins symbolizes sort of this faction in the lore, in the world. So each one of those coins is actually going to turn into a little dude, right? And each of those factions sort of have a role in the ecosystem. So you'll start to see so the full functionality, the actual monetary sort of value that comes with the ecosystem is revealed with the rarity of your coin. The next layer, that final reveal, is going to obviously add to the narrative, add to the lore, and it's going to add some fun little features depending on the characteristics of how you interact with the ecosystem. So it's a fun little expansion. So that's also coming along with some pretty dope animations for the gacha piece.
Let's fucking go. I'm so pumped, man. Yeah, and I think I look, it'd be cool to see some card wall, NFTs repping on the timeline, to get that distribution out there so people can start asking questions. So I'm looking forward to that as well, man. Sounds like you got a lot on the plate, bro.
A lot on the plate, and I don't want to be that. Well, I'm not going to be that person. Jesus was saying, well, if people are promised you this and that, 6-8 months, it probably is just a fucking dream, right? Hopefully I'm shipping at an appropriate, kind of shareholder, satisfactory velocity here. This last sort of capstone piece, which is really the bread and butter of the build, the gacha portion. I'm not a smoke blower, so and I'm just going to prove that with shipping product, basically.
Well, and that's the other side of it, though, is that you're actually on the timeline and you're in spaces, you're talking, you're doing shit, and you're not just hiding behind a PFP, So that's the difference there.
Appreciate you guys. Yeah, no, actions speak louder than words, and it's gonna sing on the timeline real soon. I promise that.
Nice, ready for it. Kenny, are you not going to welcome the Slop Father up here? You just aped a dope ass PFP, but you're not PFPing it, Kenny.
We're gonna bully him into it.
Kenny,
it's just a matter of time.
Sorry, I was switching my PFP for my introduction of my.
Oh shit!
Timeline. Let's fucking go.
Everybody tapping smoke alarms for Kenny Powers.
Jesus over there trying to produce the newest Clips track with the fucking smoke alarm. Anyway,
Michael, how we doing? What's happening under the hood?
What's going on? Thanks for having me up.
Yeah, bro. Thank you for coming up.
Yeah, dude.
What's up with all this OpenSea banter back and forth?
I can't really talk about it right now. I don't want to make any promises before anything's finalized.
Have you had any calls with Chris and Zach and the team over there? I'm just saying they're smart, very smart people, very good. We've known them since they were the Floor app, and then it was Rally, and then they got bought by OpenSea. So
yeah, I'm friends with a lot of them actually.
Nice. Yeah,
they're really good people.
Yeah, really good. So what's the latest? What's going on with Manser?
So the latest right now is just just improving infrastructure. It's building out like a platform like this, a trading platform it takes a lot of like really well-rounded like infra, especially like around like indexers, and traders want instant like live updates on prices, and building out something that can handle all of that is a lot of work. And I've gone through literally hundreds of iterations over the last like week to 2 weeks of the whole thing, and still iterating, like just today, of like iterating across ways to improve this part of the index or that part, or like and there's a lot behind the scenes that takes a lot of work to make a trading platform actually responsive, because if Manser is not able to be responsive, like really fast and accurate, then it's not going to compete well. And so that's like my main focus, apart from trying to get Manser into other platforms, is like a a service that's being used behind the scenes, but it's not free. It's it's pretty easy for these services to add Manser support behind the scenes, but Manser will not win the races. And what I mean by that is, like, when people are wanting to say like buy some Manser token, for example, and this is purely as an example on OpenSea, like if you wanted to do that, behind the scenes, OpenSea is going to race several similar providers, and the one that is fastest and offers the best quote is going to win, and they will win volume. And so my goal is to create a platform, that a protocol, a service, an API that other trading platforms can use and will win these races. Because if it wins races, it will be the source of a lot of volume.
Yeah. No, and that makes 100% sense, because if there's three different things that I thought OpenSea just pulled from Relay, but if they're checking 3 or 4 different platforms to get the the fastest swap, the cheapest fees, then if it's possible for Manser to be there all the time, like, I mean, that's a game changer, bro.
Yeah. So that's huge. And then like that's like number one priority right now. Other than that, I have like other things that I plan on starting on soon. As soon as as soon as I feel like Manser is like at a good spot infrastructure wise, where it can handle a lot of load, and it's basically real time, like data is updating within seconds of it going live on the blockchain, then I'll start working on some newer things, like the privacy update that I posted about, that's on the roadmap for Manser, which is like trading privately on Robinhood. And there's not really like much competition in that space right now on Robinhood. And so I would love to capitalize on that for Manser.
Yeah, privacy is massive. I mean, look at Zcash. Kenny, what was it, $900 or something like that?
Yeah, it almost tapped 900.
Yeah. So like privacy is massive, and I think it's going to continue to grow. So yeah, if you can
yeah, and I think that fits.
that
I think that fits naturally in with like what I'm building, and I don't want to ever like add something that's really just out of left field. But if something is like really cool, innovative, and fits naturally with like what I'm building at Manser, which is like the goal is the slogan, like trade like a wizard. Like if if I can add a bunch of tools to the toolbox to Manser to help people trade better, smarter, more efficiently, more like privately, for example, then I'll be looking into those just to continue to make it better and better over time. And then, but especially with the privacy thing, that is going to be, that has potential to be a huge fee driver. These privacy protocols, I mean, they make good money. And so, I would plan on directing those fees the same way I direct fees from swaps and orders. So looking for not just cool tech, but cool tech that is has good potential for revenue generation.
Nice.
Well, I think the privacy, first of all, I think it's all cool, but I think the privacy thing is a particularly interesting narrative. A lot of people are very interested in that. So it could be a real, a very attractive extra bell whistle, whatever you want to call it, on the thing. But, it also doesn't hurt that, here's a hot take. I think Manser's is the best looking PFP on Robinhood.
Oh, dude, Simple Farmer's here, dude. You're not supposed to talk like that when he's here.
Bro.
Well, I'm fighting
fucking...
for entry. I don't have a stockbroker, but I do have a Manser.
Manser is trade like a wizard. Stockbroker is trade like insert here.
There you go. Trade like a broker. There you go.
I was gonna go with a certain ethnicity, but yeah, I don't want to.
Oh,
spicy.
Okay.
My type of humor here.
Oh my god. Oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
Make sure this space is recorded. Jesus, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
good.
it. I'm all for it.
Yeah. But man, I see Mansers all over the timeline. Small holders, big names, just everywhere. So GG's, man, you're doing something good. The community's, growing and vibing. And this is the cool thing. I mean, this is kind of what the objective here, what Simple Farmer was trying to build, was bringing in great tech, great, founders, strong teams, and then building communities around it. And then just like constant proliferation of the entire ecosystem. So, so like
I think that
everybody.
Yeah, I think that's like, the sweet, the sweet sauce with what he's doing is with what he built with Anvil and just how this whole ecosystem works is that it's very community driven and focused. And I think that, if you combine that community layer with really cool, innovative technology, that you can have something really successful and benefit a lot of people that that were there at the beginning, that believed in what you were building, believed in you, and it creates a really nice reward loop for them. So I like that.
And you just get this cross community support, which unfortunately a lot of different collections out there. There's like maxis and they only interact or support their own collection. So what's great about the Anvil AMM and just the stockbroker ecosystem in general is outside of just the stockbrokers, you get support from Mansers and you get support from the card wall and Yard. It's like an ever growing ecosystem, and there's just more and more people within the ecosystem supporting one another. So I think that's a big beneficiary of being part of the ecosystem.
Yeah, it's huge. I agree.
We have a question from the Peanut Gallery.
Okay.
Any thoughts on integrating ticker keyness into Manser or stockbrokers?
Oh my God, this is my boy's favorite Solana coin, isn't it?
Yeah, and this is
penis yard.
Do what? What do you say? Keyness yard?
I have no idea. What is that even talking about?
I gotta say, I don't own any Queenus, but I gotta say, shout out to Rickonitis. He has made some incredible content for that meme.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like one of those words where if you like say it fast, it's like a dirty word, and people just try to like trick you into saying it.
Well, you should see the meme. It's basically a dirty word. I mean,
Yeah, and he's a mancer, I believe, right, Kyle?
I think he actually, I think he sold his last one. I think he minted them. In fact, one of the ones I put an offer on the night before I went and sniped in the AMM was actually his, and I didn't even realize it until after I put an offer on it. He did not accept my offer, which was smart because they ended up getting swept up anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I know he's in and out of the trade. I know he's one of the most heaviest traded Robinhood NFTs that he's played around with. So, but
You're saying it's like a Solana token, though? He was asking about.
Yeah.
I think Queenus. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, right now I'm just gonna be focused on the Robinhood ecosystem. I think there's a lot that can be done there. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be forever the only chain that Mancer supports, but I think that initially you don't want to spread yourself too thin. So it's good to find a niche and kind of stay in that niche and build it, and then once you have like a really solid product, you have a big ecosystem and a lot of users, then you can slowly kind of branch out into other things and take over the whole chain, the whole blockchain ecosystem. But let's start with one for now.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Well, we've been going for an hour and 40 minutes.
I do have one last question.
Yeah, go ahead. That's what I was going to circle
If I could
around.
ask Simple Farmer one last question, because we've heard from most of the special projects here today. The one that we haven't heard from is Yard Keeper. I'm just curious, Simple Farmer, is there anything you want to say about Yard Keeper? Anything you're excited about coming up? Just anything you want to say about it? Because we've talked about everything else.
Is he up here? I didn't even see him up here.
No, I'm asking Simple Farmer a question.
Yeah, I think that permissionless cross-chain bridge with volatility farming optionally built in is really exciting. It's like even with like the bearish token, they'd essentially be able to instantly create a version of that token that exists and trades on Robinhood chain. Even with a token that's on Ethereum mainnet, if they want to bridge it and make it available for trading on Robinhood chain, they can then pair it with a stock token. And that's part of their mode essentially with Yard, is that they'll be able to create these synthetic versions of any token on any chain and essentially instantly deploy. Usually teams would have to go to like a developer, pay to 2 to 3K, sometimes up to like 5, 10K to get a bridge set up to get that multi-chain functionality. But this is all going to be built in and work with Chainlink. And then if they want to do volatility farming, because there's going to be arbitrage between the price on the two chains, they can charge a fee on the bridge, and then that fee can power staking for the token. So you get instant staking for your token as well.
I think I just heard Simple Farmer say bears should come to Robinhood via Yard Keeper. I like it.
Maybe
they can.
They can. That never mind. I'm not going to go there because that door was open a while back. But once what was burdened by what was the thing?
What can be unburdened by what has been. I'll never forget that for some reason. Yeah, it sticks in my head
because I always fucking butcher it. All right, cool. Slop Father Point. Do you guys have any closing stuff before we shut her down here? Nope.
Nothing over here.
Nothing. Okay. Cool. Nah, appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate you guys coming in. Simple Farmer Point, Slop Father. We'll get the rest of the band in. We're gonna have hopefully Sergito in soon. But guys, make sure you set a reminder for the space tomorrow. That's gonna be with Meepco, Sergito, Simple Farmer, and talking about all the exciting things coming in September. Interns, a lot of stuff happening. In the ecosystem. In clutch markets and Stonkbroker and Mancer and Cardwall and all. So pumped for the future of everything that's being built here. Kenny, do you have anything else?
No, man, I'm just excited to, obviously part of all three of these communities. I don't have a stonkbroker, but I am in the chart. So that's just going to have to suffice for now. And hopefully when you get these interns, me and Kyle have been co-hosting with you for 4 years now. So
I don't know if my
man.
ego can handle being Jesus's intern, though. I don't
Hey, bro.
know.
It comes with the price. It comes with the price, but it is what it is.
I mean, I can go back to the YouTube for the very first time we had Simple Farmer on this stage.
The thing is will he make you wear a skirt and stuff?
Oh, yeah. I want to see some high socks,
Somehow I'm more interested now.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be objectified.
Oh my God. All right. Well, either way, just clock in, guys. Shit is coming. The boys are building, and I'm excited for it. So price go up, price go down. We stay clocked in either way. So yeah. What is tomorrow? Wednesday, right?
That's right.
All right, cool. Yeah. We have, we'll be back tomorrow, Wednesday, 11 a.m. Appreciate everybody coming in. Make sure if you're not in the Reality Check Discord, go to rcweb3.xyz, jump in the Discord. All kinds of good, fun, D-Jenny shit happening there all the time. But until then, everybody have a fantastic day, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.